here in Ojai, California today at an awesome Toyota event. I've driven a whole bunch of cars, but of everything I've driven today, that's my favorite, the brand new Toyota 86. You know it as the Scion FR-S or the Subaru BRZ. Well, the Scion brand is gone, and that car over there, the 86, is what replaces the FR-S. It looks a lot the same, but there's a whole bunch of differences with it. I've got Andy here from Toyota. He's going to tell us what's changed from year to year.
Sounds good. So all we have here is a 2017 86. As you see, for 2017, the front has been completely redesigned. We have brand new LED lighting for your DRLs, your front lights. You have your projector high and low beams. You have a really nice, elegant 86 logo actually embossed onto the headlights themselves. The center intake has been redesigned for a new wide and lower stance. And on the side, we have this nice vortex generator that actually helps with the body roll when cornering and stability of the vehicle. Going to the rear, we have all LED lights as well, and also a new revised bumper with new lower aerodynamic diffuser that actually helps with airflow and manage lift of the vehicle. Going to the inside, should we talk about the inside?
Yeah, let's talk about the inside.
Going to the inside, we have a new city material as well, a new color theme. And previously, there was a splashes of red and black. Now it's just mostly black with splashes of silver and splashes of gray. We have a new material called Grand Luck. This is kind of a sway-like material that's prevalent on the instrument panel, on the door panel, as well as the shoulder pad of the front two seats.
Now, I drove the automatic earlier. I just drove the manual over here to where we're shooting. They feel a little bit different, and it seems like it's more than just the transmission. I hear there's a difference between the two engines.
Yeah, so for the manual transmission, we actually made a lot of changes to it. So the horsepower has increased now from 205 from 200. And also torque has increased as well to 156 compared to 151 of the previous manual transmission. And the torque now actually lasts longer than the previous manual transmission version. And we made a lot of enhancement to the engine that reduced friction, as well as we achieved less internal pumping loss. And we actually revised the intake as well as the exhaust manifold as well. And we also changed the differential gear ratio. We actually changed from 4.1 to 4.3, and that resulted in quicker acceleration and a broader torque delivery. So overall enhancing the vehicle's driving experience. Aside from the engine, Dan, we actually revised the suspension as well. The front now is tighter and the back end is softer, so you have a sharper turning angle, and also the rear anti-sway bar actually is thicker now and larger. So yeah, overall the entire vehicle has been enhanced to be a better driver car.
I want to take this out, put a few more miles on it, and grab some more footage. Andy and I are just rolling around Ojai, checking out the real estate and all the amazing, well-preserved pickup trucks and iron on the streets here. California sure ain't like the East Coast, because back home everything rusts. But out here there's stuff that's 30, 40, 50 years old. Look at that old pickup truck. That is just gorgeous. Makes me want to load up a trailer full of old iron and bring it back to the East Coast. So this manual feels a lot different than the automatic. It's easier to get right into where the revs are good, where the power is, and you can hear this guy sounds a little throaty. The exhaust that's on here and the intake that's on here, does Toyota rate them for any added horsepower?
Around 2 or 3. We put on paper 5, but it's mostly for the airflow as well as the sound.
And it really does sound good. You know, sometimes 4 cylinders don't sound great.
I think combined with the TRD intake, it does produce 5 horsepower additional. It sounds great. Look at this open road in front of us.
It's a neighborhood though. I really like to light it up, but I can't. Yeah. We need to find a road where we can light it up. Not a good start. So that was 3 gears, kids. I couldn't go for 4 because they're loading oranges up. Okay. And that was a little sloppy. Well, we got 3 gears out of that.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But, you know, always keep in mind the 86 wasn't meant for a 0 to 60. It was always meant for the canyons, you know, handling that perfect balance of power.
It dances
yes,
really,
it does.
really well. So Andy, what kicked it off for you with cars? What gave you the spark?
So I've always been a car guy. I've been a car nut. Ever since growing up, my parents bought me toy cars to play with, video games I played with, racing cars and whatnot. But my uncles were all in the auto industry. They were mechanics. One of them was a body shop fabricator, and they all owned Celicas back in the early 80s.
Cool.
And when I rolled up with them to go on family dinner, there's always in their Celicas. My dad had a Cressida, so it's always been a Toyota family, and it's always into cars. And when I finished school, got the opportunity to start off at an auto manufacturing company by the name of Fisker. Started out my career there.
Wow.
And then stayed with them a little bit, and then moved on to Hyundai. And I also worked with them a little bit. But I always wanted to be at Toyota because Toyota has been my dream company, as cliche as that sounds, right? But Toyota has been my dream company. And when this opportunity came along to be a product trainer for Toyota, I'm like, jackpot. This has been a great journey, and I want to continue my career with Toyota, and I've been blessed doing this.
It is. We're all living a dream. And so, man, thanks for indulging me. Let me take this one out, get a few more miles behind the wheel, and man, hopefully I can get one on the review schedule for later on this year, and I can put it through the paces on my own road.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
A lack of oomph has been the consistent gripe with the FR-S and BRZ since their introduction. This new change to the factory engine setup and the addition of TRD parts addresses it to a slight extent. But the bottom line is that some folks simply won't be content without a healthy bump in horsepower and torque. The answer, of course, can be found in the aftermarket. If you need to go faster, you're gonna have to open your wallet and visit a quality tuning shop. You can whine about it, or you can do something about it. Subaru Boxster engines deliver plenty of power when they're run on high-octane fuel and set up properly. I'll have some more thoughts on that in upcoming videos. I've been chasing a tuning story, and I have some seriously cool stuff in the works. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button if you dig this video. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and like they say, stay tuned.